Hi guys, welcome to Mountain Mount. So this is a project of plastering the house on a budget. So as you can see, this is the plaster sand and the sharp sand. They are both going to be used for plastering this place. So you can see how the place looks before the plastering, and now you can see before the plastering can be done, we need to do a scaffolding. So because this is a very high foundation, so they can't use a ladder or anything like that. They need to construct a scaffolding with the bamboo. So that's the first job to be done during a plastering on a budget. You need to do the bamboo work. You can see. So this bamboo, you can either rent it from the carpenter or you buy the bamboos. Then the carpenter is going to use it for you, and the bamboos are going to be yours. So as you can see how the bamboos is looking for the scaffolding. So they are ready now for the plastering. They are mixing. So this is how it looks before the plastering. They'll start from the ceiling, then to the walls and everything. You can see this is how it looks. Plastering have begun. Now you can see the difference of the ceiling that is being plastered and the one which has not been plastered. So this is how the work is being done. I always say no construction job is easy. So you can see they are at it. They need to throw the cement, the mixture of the cement and the sand to the ceiling, then hold it, it holds, then they spread it round. So this is how it looks. First step, ceiling is plastered. You can see this is not plastered yet. So in this building there are two flats, the front flat and the back flat. So this is the back flat, the sitting room and the room. The front flat has also been done too. So you can see this is the work, how it's going. Now the body is being plastered bit by bit. You can see how it looks now. The difference is starting to look good. See how it looks and how it looks before and how it looks now. The difference is actually very clear. Plastering is really nice, and you need to get people that are good at this job, because actually I noticed there are some errors here also. When I was with these bricklayers, I needed to monitor them very well. So plastering is ongoing, and for this plastering there is another thing you need to understand. You see, they have not plastered inside there because that's the toilet. The toilet where there will be tiles and the kitchen where there will be tiles, you need to make sure that it's not fully plastered. Even if you want it plastered, it needs to be roughly done, not smooth. So you can see they are fetching the materials, the sand and the cement that is going to be used for the plastering. So the sand used for this plastering is Abeokuta plastering sand. There are two types of plaster sand. There is Abeokuta sand, plaster sand, and there is Ogun State. Both are Ogun States actually, but the difference is the Abeokuta is actually very, very good and nice. It looks like cement. You can see how it looks. Then the other one, which is the Ogun State, is always the red one, the red sand. So this is the Abeokuta sand. You can see how it looks. And for this project, I actually used both sands. I used the Abeokuta sand for the beginning for both inside and some parts of the outside. Then after the Abeokuta sand finished, I had to buy the Ogun State sand. So you can see how it looks. Just keep watching. You see towards the end of the video the Ogun State sand and the Abeokuta sand, how it looks different. So this is the front flat. You can see how it looks after plastering is done. And when you are doing your plaster, you need to also monitor the bricklayers so they won't cover the fittings for the electricals. So it's also a very important factor, because the bricklayers don't care. They just plaster everywhere. Don't care if there is electrical fittings or not. So you need to be the one to stand there and tell them, hey, you don't do that, don't do this, don't cover there. So this is the back flat. So anywhere you see that the plaster is not, they've not plastered the full wall, just know it's going to be a toilet or a kitchen. That's why it's been done like that. So you can see how it looks, looking all good and nice. The plastering has really changed the face of the place. It was looking kind of tacky before, but now it's looking all nice and all good. So it's all good, all good, all good. Now this is what I was telling you. So this is the Ogun State plaster sand. You can see the Abeokuta plaster sand finished, so we bought the Ogun State plaster sand to finish this job. Now you can see this is how it looks, and after drying up it's looking better. You can see how it's looking better after drying up. So this is how the plaster is being done. For this plastering, actually it wasn't easy because when I was doing this plastering, cement skyrocketed, and it's actually it was about to affect this work. So but we had to just manage and do it however we want to do it. So I think from here you can start seeing some of the difference of the Abeokuta plaster sand and the Ogun State plaster sand. You can see how the Abeokuta plaster sand looks really good on the wall, but the you can see this is the Abeokuta plaster sand, how it looks good. Then now you can see this other down part, that is the Ogun State plaster sand. You can see the color is actually different from the Abeokuta plaster sand because it's kind of reddish. So I was really mad at the bricklayers because they should have mixed more cement and more sharp sand to this Ogun State plaster sand, so the color is going to be looking good like how the Abeokuta plaster sand is looking. You can see. So if you want to build your house, you need to notice these things, either Ogun State plaster sand or Abeokuta plaster sand. But if you are using the Ogun State plaster sand, it needs to be mixed with cement properly, and it needs to be mixed with sharp sand. So you can see there's another trip of the Ogun State plaster sand. It's actually good, it's cheaper, but Abeokuta plaster sand is better. Look at how it looks. The Abeokuta plaster sand looks so nice, looks like you have used raw cement to plaster the building, but the Ogun State is always kind of reddish. So that is the toilet door. So I actually renovated the toilet door. The toilet door was supposed to be from inside, but then I renovated it because I want the parlor to be more spacious. So you can see, so it can contain more seats. So that's why I decided to put the door on the outside, so it will be more comfy and more spacious. So you can see the kitchen is not fully plastered, and you can see the difference of the plastering of the kitchen. You can see it's reddish because they used the Ogun State plaster sand for the kitchen, but if you compare it to the sitting room plasters, it's different. It looks like pure cement. Look at how the Ogun State plaster sand looks, and you compare it with, you see how the Abeokuta plaster sand looks so nice. So you need to take note of this, because I realized most contractors and most engineers use the Ogun State plaster sand. Maybe they don't have the knowledge about the Abeokuta plaster sand, or maybe they're just looking for a cheaper way. And this place is also going to be blocked because I plan to use this under the step as a store. So you can see how the Abeokuta sand looks. It looks reddish and sharp. A lot of people don't mind though, but because it won't show after the painting. But the bad thing about the Abeokuta, the Ogun State plaster sand, is that it cracks easily. You see on people's house, like the house even after painting, it cracks. So you can see. Now this is a clear view of the difference. See, the Abeokuta sand is up and the Ogun State sand is down. So you can see the difference. Look at the front that Abeokuta sand was used for. So there is nothing you can tell me Abeokuta sand is way better than the Ogun State plaster sand. Although it's cheaper though, but if you want quality, you need to, good things don't come easy. That's just how it is. So that's what I've realized. Now you can see the plastering is getting dried up, and it's all looking good now. So it's looking tacky and very anyhow before, but now it's looking good. Yeah, see how it looks now. Looking all good. So this is the back flat, and then the front flat. This is the tank base for the house. So you can see, without the scaffolding, I don't think this project would have been achieved. So you can see how it's all done. Plastering has been done. The Ogun State plaster sand, though I can't get over it, but it's all good. Now this is a clear view of how the plaster is being done. It took a lot of monitoring for the bricklayers to do this job, actually, and also you can see from the angles, they use the angle maker to smoothen all the angles. I will show you the angle makers in the next video, so make sure to stick around. This is what the bricklayers use to make the angles. And this entrance of the back flat, you can see I actually renovated it also to create a visitor's toilet for the back flat. It's actually 1 bedroom flat on the front. This is the entrance to the front flat, and then another one bedroom at the back too. So 1 bedroom flat, 2 on this half plot of land. It's a portable building, and you can see the surrounding is nice. It's a new site, and it's really developing fast. So this is the finishing of the construction of the visitor's toilet, which I told you we did at the back flat. So this is how it looks, and the plastering is done. This inside is done with the Abeokuta plaster sand, so it looks good. Then after the plastering, we have decided to do some fillings. So we decided to buy some rubbles to do the filling for the compound. Then we'll pour some filling sand on top of it, so the compound is going to be looking good. You can see it's a swamp area, so take note, this is how things are done in a swamp area. You see the foundation is so high, and you can see we are putting up the rubbles. So more rubbles. After the rubbles have been spread around, then we are going to pour filling sand. It's going to take a lot of filling sand to fill this building up to the foundation. So you can see that's why we are just taking it step by step. No need to rush anything. So that's what it is. And guys, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to like this video, and make sure to share it for anybody who's planning to do a plaster of their compound, and they need to take note of the Abeokuta plaster sand and the Ogun State plaster sand. So you've seen the difference clearly in this video. This is the final look of the plastering. So beautiful. Next video will be fittings of the doors, because we need 2 iron doors there to be the fitting of the iron door that links to the sitting room and that links out to the kitchen balcony and the windows too. So make sure to subscribe so we can get to see you on the next one. One love, guys.